What up, everybody? What's going on? You got the original Lone Wolf coming at y'all real quick. I'm not going to make this video too long. I'm going to touch on a couple of things. I'm going to get up out of here. First thing I want to say, shout out to my new subscribers, people who might have just joined within the last 30 days or so. I try to do it that way just because I know I don't make videos every day. Sometimes I can go weeks without making a video. So that's why I do the 30-day thing. But shout out to any of the new subscribers that might have came along within the last 30 days. I am the original Lone Wolf, the content creator for this channel. And I want to have a conversation with people about treason for a second. Hold on, let me pause that. Sitting up here watching the first Hellraiser, a classic. But needless to say, remember I had been asking y'all, like, why is it you got all these different people with all these different platforms, and they got, you know, one platform may have 5,000 subscribers, another person's platform may have 8,000, etc. Right? But yet, we haven't came together. We haven't done certain things together collectively. Right? And I had told y'all this because, you know, you got a lot of people that ain't on shit. You got a lot of motherfuckers that's just chasing the bag. Well, once again, you know, I'm hearing chatter about motherfuckers that's up to no good, and they trying to bring people into their little group or their little nation or whatever the case may be. And, you know, at one time I used to fuck with this person, and I stopped fucking with this person for some of the same reasons that I'm hearing a couple of other people talk about that they noticed and why they stopped fucking with them and what that person was doing or saying to them. Look, y'all, I respect everybody, and I respect what everybody is teaching. You know what I'm saying? Whether if it's, you know, my platform, Rondo just jumped up with his shit, you know what I'm saying, making some videos now, so he's got his own platform. You know, the brother Red Wolf, you know, Darkman, whoever, you know what I'm saying, Lex Will, whoever you are. I don't, you know, I don't have no problem with a person's content. You know what I'm saying? If you're a content creator and you putting out content, I'm not gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, try to antagonize your content. But here's what I do encourage from people that are real motherfuckers. They genuine. They genuinely real people. That means they don't have to do nothing when they get up in the morning and keep it real. They are real. Here's my suggestion to you all. I used to tell people a lot, especially on my first channel. I used to tell them all the time, I could provide you with solutions, with suggestions, you know what I'm saying, that could be a solution to your issue. But it may not be something you want to do. And it may not necessarily be the easiest thing to do, right? I tell people that all the time on my first channel before they took it down. And I'm doing the same thing now. Whether if it's those people that I named, or whether if it's people that's in, that are just, you know, regular subscribers of mine, or just regular subscribers of any of the other people who channel I named, or even people who channel I didn't name. Here's a suggestion for you guys. We have to start tackling the root of the problem. Some people say they don't want to give it energy and this, that, and the other. And my thing is this. I beg to differ, depending on the circumstances and what it is you're trying to do. Instead of not giving it energy, is what kind of energy are you giving it? Because I'm saying this because we've been sitting around for quite some time now, where literally one of our biggest problems is being that we don't do nothing. We don't say nothing. We don't come together. Okay? And what I want you guys and girls to understand is this. Just not giving something energy don't mean it's going to go away. You're not giving something the energy and the attention that it needs could make it grow. And that's what we've been dealing with. So I don't want to hear this stuff about, you know, I'm not going to give it energy and I'm not going to do this, that, and the other. And I'm saying it from a perspective of what type of energy are you giving it? See, I don't have a problem with giving some of these politicians, like the mayor of Chicago, I don't mind giving them energy if my energy I'm giving is to show people in its lamest form how the mayor of Chicago is. Well, in that kind of situation, I talk about the mayor all day, right? Another case in point. Our people are the problem. Don't fucking talk to me about no Zionists, man. Look. I know that we have people that may not look like us, that are imposters, and they don't mean us no good. But I'm tired of hearing about this Jew shit. I'm tired of hearing about these Zionists, and I'm tired of it, man. Like I was trying to tell the brothers and the sisters in the text chat that we do. We was talking the other day, and I actually got it wrong. I couldn't get it all correct. When I was quoting the book of Matthew, when it talks about, I was talking to Shatahaya, and particularly within the chat. And the way that scripture goes is like this: beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are raging wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruit. All right, Shatahaya? You got that? I'm going to say it one more time, bro. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are raging wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruit. Now, anybody that know me, especially if you've been fucking with me since my first channel, y'all know I don't fuck with the Bible. I don't fuck with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But like how I've expressed before, I have read the Bible from cover to cover. I know what it tell you in Revelation. I know what they talking about when they bring up the word in the Bible called pharmakia. I know all about it. I know about the part in the Bible where it tells you not to speak in tongues unless there's a translator. I understand the contradiction between the Old Testament and the New Testament. I get it. But the scripture that I just quoted is how you sniff out a traitor. As I told Shatahaya, the word fruit, replace that with a motherfucker's action. Because it say a good tree, it goes on to say that a good tree cannot produce bad fruit and a bad tree cannot produce good fruit. And like how I expressed to the brother Shatahaya, replace the word fruit with actions. Okay? A good man only have good actions. A bad man only brings out bad actions. I've brought these people up before because as I've expressed to you guys before, they're fucking traitors. See, here's the problem that I have with preaching this Zionist stuff all the time or talking about Jews or whatever other stuff. Here's the problem I have with that. I have a problem with it being talked about on a regular basis because my thing is this. We're already aware of the fact that there are a small number of people. We get that, right? The brother Redwood put out something a while back where he posted something where this guy was talking about the world wars and all of that. And he pointed out, like, during World War II, that it was only a small number of Jews in Germany. And none of them was harmed. None of them, right? Now, people have been preaching that for the longest. You know what I'm saying? The brother Darkman, he was telling people years ago, when I say years, I'm talking about 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago, that the whole Holocaust was fake. Darkman was telling you this back in 2018. You know what I'm saying? So I get all of that. The reason why I have a problem with it being talked about on a mass level is because of simple arithmetic. Well, if there are a very small number of people, then that means they had to have help from everybody else in order to be able to do what it is that they do. So if they had to have help from other people to be able to do what it is that they do, then that means they aren't the real problem. They're the problem on the surface. We're the problem underneath. So the question becomes, when are we going to break ground? When are we going to break ground? Because just like these people don't have to serve them, our people don't have to help them. In other words, what I'm saying to you is this. The so-called Zionist shit that everybody keep talking about, well, our fucking people are helping them. So how much of the Zionist thing do I really need to focus on before I start to focus on treason? I don't have to serve those people. They're not my masters. Idris Elba told you that in the first Thor. Remember when the whole thing happened with Odin and he went into the sleep and Loki took over and this, that, and the other, and they were standing out there on the bridge? And Loki came to Idris Elba because he was salty that Idris Elba let Thor friends go to Earth. Remember that? And Loki told him, he said, I relieve you as your duties as gatekeeper. And Idris Elba was like, well, that means I ain't no longer got to serve you. And he went to slay him. Why don't you relieve yourself? Why don't you relieve your own self of these duties that these so-called Zionists are supposed to have over you? If 1% can't conquer the other 99% without help from the 99, then why are we not talking about the shit that they've done to us in the 60s? Why is it that you don't get on YouTube and you see video after video after video after video expressing exactly what they done to us by killing Malcolm? And I'm talking about the way that they talk about this Zionist shit, how hard they go on it. Why don't nobody motherfucking go just as hard for the Zionist shit as they do the brother that infiltrate by way of the FBI, that infiltrate Fred Hampton? Remember the nigga that got caught up with the FBI? He was finna face some time or whatever. And they came to him and was like, look, we need you to infiltrate this organization called the Black Panthers and this, that, and the other. Nigga looked just like my uncle. He looked just like my uncle. And we want you to infiltrate the organization. He later on became Fred Hampton's right-hand man, and that was the motherfucker that was responsible for that shit, for killing him and his old lady in that room. Over there on the west side, right off, not too far from Madison and Weston. On the west side of Chicago. Why ain't that shit being pushed and pumped and talked about just as fucking hard? See, I want everybody. I want them all. I want them all. And us not talking about this underlying problem, the way we get a surface the energy that we give it. How about y'all stop doing that? Let's talk about the fucking bullshit that's going on in the indigenous community. Let's talk about what the fuck we're going to do. And I'm not saying it needs to be discussed on camera or whatever. I'm not saying that. You can't talk about everything on camera. But I'm saying, why aren't we discussing what we're going to do about these fucking people that look like us, that keep steering us in the wrong direction? People like Umar. Y'all see that little bullshit ass video they uploaded a couple days ago talking about him in the school when he was in the gym room, painted all these different colors and all this other crazy shit? Somebody in the comments was saying something about the school is not accredited, which I don't care about any of that shit. My thing is this. Number one, it's going to take a lot more motherfucking money to get this school off the ground than what he allegedly got. Number two, as far as I'm concerned, the school is still not open. We don't know where the fuck that video was taken. What building or structure it was in. Number three, what is he going to teach these motherfuckers? He going to teach them that they Africans? When I done already dropped the fucking video telling y'all, showing y'all that his real name is fucking Jermaine Shoemaker? The information that I seen, the biography, the website that I got his biography from, say he's a citizen of the United States of America, that his nationality is an American. The video's still up on fucking YouTube. I don't see nobody sharing that video. We are the problem. And if you're not talking to people, or if people are not coming to you and explaining exactly how we're the problem, chances are you may want to scrutinize every syllable that come out of their mouth. And I don't give a fuck who they are. I don't give a fuck what their name is. I don't care how many subscribers they got. I do not care. Because as far as I'm concerned, what this is a distraction to keep you away from the real fucking problem. The sister Rebel was talking about the black nobility on her channel. As far as I'm concerned, that shit don't get enough attention. It don't get enough attention. Somebody put these fucking alleged Zionist fucks where they are. When were we going to talk about this? They didn't just steal and take everything. They had help. And the help that they got came by way of people that don't look like them. I understand the whole thing about wars and this, that, and the other, and I get all of that. But again, we're talking about a very small group of people. See, that's where y'all fuck me up at. See, y'all don't understand. I listen. I hear what people are saying. 1% can't overpower 99%. It's only 100% of anything. So if you take 1% out of that, you left with 99%. I'm gonna give them credit and say they 1% of the population. From the way motherfuckers portray their numbers, they less than 0.5%. If I wanted to be fucking technical about it. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just keep it simple. We'll say they just 1% of the population. There's 100% of anything. If you take 1% away, you got 99 left. 1% of nothing can't conquer shit without help from the 99. Why ain't nobody talking about that just as hard as they are with this whole Zionist thing? Why? If you know this small percentage of people control the media. They control all the media outlets. Costco is government owned. Sam's Club is Zionist owned. The government is Zionist. The government is these fake ass fucking Ashkenazis that everybody keep talking about. That's your government, right? But the same Ashkenazis also own Walmart. You think Sam Walmart own that shit? You think Mark Zuckerberg own that? If motherfuckers was gonna be talking about this shit like this, then it would be, I would feel a lot better if they was going hard on that. If every time you turned around, niggas talking about, you know Mark Zuckerberg don't own Facebook. You do know that, right? You do know he's just a face. Motherfuckers will touch on it and they'll move away. Just like with the situation with discharging debt. They'll talk about, they'll say it's fraud. They'll say, you know, this is how they're committing fraud and this, that, and the other, right? But then they'll go right back to showing you how to fucking commit fraud. And nobody wants to accept or take accountability to the fact that this is a fucking problem. Another suggestion that I like to give to people. When you start talking about history, right? I don't care. You could be Jim Red Wolf. You could be anybody. I don't give a fuck who you are. When it comes down to history, stop going past 1968. This is just a suggestion. Stop doing that shit. I don't give a fuck how many books you read. I don't give a fuck who you are. Stop doing it. And it's for one reason. What's a couple of reasons? Number one, the people you're talking to fucked up. Some of the same people we talking to, you can't even get them off their ass to do anything. I tell a motherfucker all the time, for every many motherfucking views I get, I should have that many likes. And you mean to tell me I can get 110 views but don't have 110 likes? Come on, man. Why the fuck you keep watching me if you don't like the shit that I'm putting out? That's some more shit. These are the people that we talking to when we get on here. Motherfucker who can't even hit the like button. So why would you go past 1968? That's too heavy for them. I tell people this up. Here it is. You got motherfuckers. 1968. My mama was born in 1954. Okay. My father was born 7 years prior to that. Prior to 1954. These niggas are still alive. Both of them. And you got all these motherfuckers out here that don't know that Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Indian Civil Rights Act. Why would you be talking to somebody about what happened in the fucking 18th century, the 16th century, the 15th? For what? It's a distraction. Yes, yes, yes. What happened in the 15th or 16th century, it may have involved our people. What you putting out might be true. Yes, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is look at the people you trying to put it out to. They don't even fucking know that Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Indian Civil Rights Act of 1968. They don't even know about the Civil Rights Act of 1964, although it don't say Indian on it, but it was the same group of people that fought for that legislation. They don't know about the first Civil Rights Act that came out in the 1800s, 1863, 1864. That's why in the Martin Luther King speech, he kept saying 100 years later, 100 years later. That's why he kept saying it. Because the first Civil Rights Act came out in 1860-something. Even I don't talk about that one. Stop distracting the fucking people, man. 1968 is a lot closer to home for the average people that are walking around today than the fucking 15th century. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear it. I didn't say I didn't want to hear it. I said they don't want to hear it. They can't fathom it. Don't go past 1968. And that's for any scholar. We need more people first. We need more people to understand 1968, man. How is what I'm saying not like, well, let me kind of take a look at what he's saying. How is it that what I'm saying don't provide no meat and potatoes? How don't it? I just told you the type of people that you're dealing with. You got fucking 8,000 people that subscribe to this platform over there. You got another 5,000 that subscribe to this platform over here. You got another 1,200 or 1,600 or 1,800 people that subscribe to this platform over here. But yet we ain't came together and done nothing. 25, 30 people. These are the people that you're dealing with. These are the people that you're talking to. We're not going to even include the amount of people that may watch our videos or whatever. As soon as the video go off, they go right back to the way they was. We ain't even getting into that. That was one of my things when I was doing the Zoom meetings. It's like, okay, so what have you guys done? It's been 2 weeks since we was together. What have you guys done? One or two people had something they wanted to discuss or share or whatever. The rest of the fucking people were silent. And I wasn't asking everybody to just put all their business out in the Zoom meetings. I was more so talking about in regards to what we talked about from the past Zoom meeting. That's more so what I was talking about. What have we done and, you know, what did we learn? What did we accomplish? What are we working on in regards to the last Zoom meeting we had and what we talked about? And very little people had anything to say. Very little people. This is the reason for why I'm saying what it is that I'm saying. You got people that subscribe to us that still ain't where they should be. This is the reason why I said you're going past 1968, you're a damn fool. For what? If all you doing is going hard on the Zionists and shit, you fucking crazy. Our people still don't realize just how much of a problem that we are. They still don't realize it. So I'm going to end this video by saying this. Treason is our biggest domestic enemy. Can we talk about treason? Can we talk about exactly the role that the Boule has played in this? I'm tired of people talking about Ashkenazis and I'm sick of that shit. It's either they talking about some fucking Ashkenazi or somebody talking about just, somebody talking about all of the fucked up shit that we've been through without including things about who we are and what's really has happened. So the only thing that comes across is if we look like dialects and shit. Weak ass dialects. I'm tired of that. But don't nobody want to talk about treason. Don't nobody want to talk about how somebody within our house left the back door open on purpose. I'm starting to think that everybody full of shit. Everybody. Everybody. Whether if you're in an indigenous community, whether if you work at McDonald's, whether if you got a fucking contract with the government, whether if you ex-military, ex-police, whatever. I'm starting to think everybody fucking full of shit. I'm not asking for people to stop making content the way that they've been, making content. I'm not asking that. I'm asking for you to reconstruct how you're doing it, man. That's all I'm asking. Stop making it seem like we ain't been the fucking problem. Stop just touching on it like that and then just going into whatever the fuck it is that you want to go into. Explain it, man. Explain how people sold us the fuck out. Explain how people literally just let another group come in and just take over and give us their word that they will manage things properly, and they never did. And we didn't do anything about it. I'm tired of us not putting more of the blame on ourselves. See, this kind of shit, motherfuckers like me, they'll kill my ass. I'll be assassinated. Any type of power, any type of real following, they'll kill me. And they'll use somebody that looks just like me to put two in my head. They'll have to get rid of me. You know why? Because I want all you motherfuckers gone. And the minute they realize that, like, for example, if you can't really start talking about on a hardcore level how much of the problem we are, I want you gone. I don't give a fuck who you are. If the only thing you can talk about is what's going on in Hamas and all this bullshit with fucking Ukraine, all that, which is all fake. It's fake. This is the fucking reason for why you can't run into a motherfucker that's been over there that can tell you in broad detail as to what's going on in the Ukraine right now. My last job, one of the FedEx drivers was from the Ukraine. His motherfucking accent was so fucking thick, I was sitting up like, damn, how the fuck did he even get a job? How did he even get his CDL and all that? Like, this nigga wasn't born here. You can tell. How in the fuck did he get a CDL license to be able to work for Federal Express? How? Where did he come from? That nigga wasn't screaming, oh, my people, all my family is being fucked up over there. He wasn't screaming none of that shit. Shut the fuck up with these bullshit, fake-ass fucking wars. The shit is fake. The real war is against you. Fucking come talking to me about no fucking Israel and Palestine and shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Talk about how the original Palestinians sold the fucking people out to where we get to the fucking Palestinians that we have today. Because once again, everybody is blaming Ashkenazis. They all blaming Jews and all this other shit. But they supposed to make up a very small percentage. A very tiny ass percentage. So that means the original Palestinians helped them. Why don't nobody talk about that? % ain't finna conquer 99% of nothing without help. A lot of you niggas are agents, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I'm gonna get up out of here. Yuri Bezmenov taught me a lot. And even I can admit that he was a part of it. Well, he admitted it. I say he was a part of it till the day he died. All that shit he was talking about, he's no longer in it, and he de factoed and went rogue and went over to Canada and all. I don't believe that bullshit. I believe if that was really true, he'd have been dead than a motherfucker. So I say he was in it till the day he died. But what I can tell you is that there's a lot of valuable information in that fucking shit that he talked to us about subversion, because you see it every day. I'm going to say it one more motherfucking time. The man told you out his own mouth. When it come down to manpower, anything physical, that's only 15% of it. The other 85% is subversion. And the vast majority of you niggas that's on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram and all this other shit is subverters. A lot of y'all keep shit going by constantly subscribing to new platforms they come out with. First you have MySpace and then maybe like AOL or something. You know what I'm saying? Now we done morphed into all of this shit. You know why? Because y'all keep signing up for it. You got a TikTok account for what? I signed up for Instagram, right? Only to follow this one person. And it's in regards to discharging debt. This person's dropped some heavy shit, some real heavy shit that I've noticed. As a matter of fact, my credit score for Equifax just went up. It was like a 645 or something. It just went up to a 680. TransUnion is like 650. My Experian credit report, credit score is like a 607 or whatever. But as y'all already know, them bitch ass niggas, they still got that repo on that particular credit agency. You know what I'm saying? I've successfully had them take it off of the two from Equifax and TransUnion. I'm finna sue Experian if they don't take it off. I'm gonna take them to small claims court. I got enough information. I know enough about the law to do it. Under the Federal Credit Reporting Act, they violating the shit by not being accurate. If this account don't exist on 2 credit reports, but yet it exists on Experian, that means under the federal law it's not accurate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting on them to respond back to a letter. I ain't do no affidavit and all that shit. I just sent them a letter like, look, bitch, I've been fucking with y'all for too long. Here's a copy of my Equifax and my TransUnion credit report. Here's a copy of my motherfucking UCC-11. If y'all don't take this shit off my credit, I'm going to sue y'all. And I gave them 30 days because by law, you got to give them 30 days. Okay? But they deleted my motherfucking Instagram account talking about a fake account and shit. And it's like, but wait a minute. I went through the motherfucking Facebook joint to do it. When I went to go set it up, they was like, well, you want to just register with Facebook? Sure. And they come talking about it's a bogus account. It's like, nigga, you out of your fucking mind? So I was like, fuck it, right? I shared it with everybody in the group text chat and shit, and they was laughing and like, come on, bro, you know how these niggas get out, but I don't have no Instagram account. So it's like, I didn't know the niggas was gonna do me like that. You feel me? I didn't know that. Now I know about Facebook and all that because I done been in trouble fucking with those clowns. You know what I'm saying? We already know about YouTube. My second channel is still suspended. Original Along with True News. You can go there right now and you see whatever videos that I put up, 3, 4, 5 maybe at best. They still won't let me in it, man. So, I know a little bit about YouTube and things like that, but I didn't know that Instagram was going to do that whole ass shit. And all that did was is reconfirmed why I ain't got TikTok and all these other joints. Plus, they also porn on them, too. That was another thing that fucked me up. They got a porn side to Twitter. Like, motherfuckers got their OnlyFans joint connected to it in the whole 9 yards. It's like, why the fuck do I want that shit? But what do people do? They come out with a new platform, and next thing you know, BitChute, when they first came out, I got an account with them. Tried to upload one video. It took 3 hours, and it still hadn't uploaded. I'm like, you know what? Fuck y'all. No, I'm lying. I did get one video up. That one video y'all see on there under Original Lone Wolf, that one video, I uploaded that one video. It took damn near 3 fucking hours. I say, y'all can kiss my ass. I ain't got time for this. We're not dealing with what we have. And that's each other. For the fucking people that subscribe, for the fucking people that claim that they down, then we have us to rely on. Just like when the Sister Copper Empress was talking about old girl Mimi, Deborah, whatever. That's right. You gotta oust these motherfuckers. Get away from them. Let people know what's going on and move on. And that go for any motherfucking body else, man. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like I said, I used to fool with her, but I saw things about it. I was like, you know what? I don't want no parts of this shit. And I moved the fuck around. And then over a year later, I'm hearing from other people about what she's done to them. Some of the shit that she was on, which she was on that with me. But I didn't tell them this. They didn't know about it. So when they came out with their story, I'm like, yeah, I already know. I already know about it. If you ain't gonna do right, you better get the fuck out of here. If you don't know how to do, you need to step the fuck to the side, man. And I don't give a fuck if you're 70 years old or 17. You need to get the fuck out of the goddamn way, man. People who are sitting up here who don't have our best interests at hand, they need to be dealt with, man. And one of the first ways to start it is by blasting their ass all over social media. Showing receipts in the whole fucking 9 yards. This is why y'all hear me bring up Dane Calloway or Chief Colinago or whatever. I still got the motherfucking PayPal or whatever the fuck thing I used to do the transaction for Colinago, showing the $200 I gave that bitch nigga. Showing them. I done told everybody, the man came to my crib, I used to stay 6810 South Cornell. That's Cornell Street is one motherfucking block east of Stony Island. On 68th Street. Any motherfucking body in Chicago know I ain't lying. The man came to my house To go to show you, I've been on this shit for a long time. I ain't got no motherfucking problem with meeting up with motherfuckers. We need to get together. I've told motherfuckers this. I've met certain people since I've been doing this whole thing. Went all the way down to Springfield to meet a motherfucker one time and to take care of some business at the same time. Right outside of Springfield, Illinois, I drove down there. And then took my ass to St. Louis. And ate the motherfucking lobster po' boys. Straight up. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. You know, I'm really starting to get a little... I don't know how to put it, man. You know, I haven't lost that warrior spirit. I haven't lost the fire or nothing. I'm just a little tired, man, of what I'm seeing. I'm just a little tired of what I'm seeing, man. And what I'm seeing is that people are not putting enough attention or energy into the thing. Like, my thing is, you're going to put energy into something. You know, people say, well, I don't want to give energy and, you know, this, that, and the other. But you're going to get something energy. Something's going to get you energy. So now it becomes what kind of energy do you give it? How much? What is the purpose? That's when we get into all of that. And my thing is because you're going to give your energy to something, give your fucking energy to what matters the most. And that is, right now, our people are fucking suckers. I don't want to hear nothing else about no fucking Ashkenazis or these fake-ass politicians. Here it is, a motherfucker talk more about Donald Trump, right? Right? But they won't talk about our own people, right? Then here's the other thing. And it just happened over Thanksgiving. I was invited for Thanksgiving dinner because y'all know I don't celebrate holidays and shit. But if a nigga hit me up and say, hey, man, come on through and get a plate, yeah, I'll go get some food. I ain't, you know what I mean? I just did this for Thanksgiving. Motherfuckers was in there talking about Donald Trump. And the first thing that came out of my mouth was, well, Donald Trump is the first man in history to gain the highest office of this land with no political experience of any kind. This nigga ain't never even been an alderman. And the whole goddamn room got quiet. The whole room got quiet. Make of that what y'all will. It's Original Lone Wolf, man. I'm the fuck out of here. Much love, man. Much love.